what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to...
Touchdown, Panthers. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That is... Get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time today. Give from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Martin back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, Move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a golden opportunity. Slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Pitt right back to the line.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Snagged in the middle, it's Cook. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Now from inside the red zone. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Makes the grab on third. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Finds his big tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Hit right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Makes the grab over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's Goff. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Goff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Pratt. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's gone. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Martin will throw it. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glass. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Terrapins will punt this one away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheap.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pitt! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run play action. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Terrapins! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Running back searching for a hole. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Martin back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. No good. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score.
Turning it on. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
All the way back to the 15. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. He might want another play. Martin will throw it. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds us back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice 35-yard line.
Brought down on the play. Here we go. At the 35-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. This time it's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Glass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely fall.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Find some fresh air. Brings into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed and finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 17 over Virginia. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.